Utaha 先輩は
Hello, 大家好，I'm Utaha fan. It's time for another AmiAmi video where I rank the top 10 bishoujo figures of the week into a tier list. This week, I'm excited to see the return of Chisato and Takina, the best eyeball. The list is captured as of April 27, afternoon Japan time. First up, we have a gushing over magical girl bunny figure from Fien, Utena. Personally, I'm not a fan of the style of the figure. If you're into that, I guess this one is for you. She is a sitting bunny figure, so if you have mostly standing one, this might be a good compliment to sit below it. Backshot does look pretty lovely though. I wish the paint job is better, however. Expression-wise, it is what it is. It's a typical bunny figure, so for me, it's just an average figure, so C tier. Then we have El Tolinde from Unicorn Overlord, a very lovely elf figure. Yeah, there's just something about those elf bishoujo figures, and she looks so beautiful here. Love the choice of the color palette and the way her hair is braided. The base design nicely complement the figure. Yeah, and then the translucent dress really showcase just how lovely her legs is here. Yeah, there's certain elegance about this figure. Expression-wise, the ID cow looks pretty good. Unfortunately, the top could use more definitions as well as the bell area, and the blushing could be more prominent. But the scalp looks good, looks pretty soft. Yeah, nice feet there. Some more photos of her looking beautiful, although on this angle, her eyes looks a bit off. Yeah, but overall, pretty nice figure. Is her next to the dark elf one. So if you have both of them, you will be a happy man or a happy woman. So pretty nice elf figure. I would say B tier. Then we have Chisato, return as a pop-up parade. Very ganky looking here. I think they nailed her expression here, so good job there. Yeah, we have quite a few of her in the price figure range already in that licorice recall uniform, but this one is pretty nice if you prefer the pop-up parade line. And then you can see her holding a gun. There's quite a bit of creases here, so that's nice. Back shot is not bad. Yeah, I think for the price it's okay. So hopefully the QC is good on this one. And then we'll see Takina later. So personally, I'm biased for sure. So it's not the best Chisato figure, but it's pretty nice. So I would say A tier. Then we have Panzer, Bunny, and Elise from Snail Shell from the articular figure range. This one kind of a futuristic look, I guess. Kind of a cybernetical. Looking pretty good. Yeah, in terms of the joint, I guess they are doing alright with it. Although with the bare skin, it's kind of hard to hide the joint. But she looks okay so far. The head design with those two antennas is not bad. Yeah, it's a different faceplay of her. This one is a little bit brushing. And then she is holding a bunch of grenade. That's neat. I think she looks best when she's weapon-wise for sure. And then here's the set of accessory you get. Interesting they didn't focus on her feet this time. So not bad. I would say B tier. Then we have Toki from Blue Archive, a bunny girl versions, where she's kind of lying down in this interesting base design, so hopefully she doesn't slide around. Personally, I'm not a fan of those figures where the girl kind of just lie down. It's very hard to display them because if you put her in the lower shelf, I guess you can look down on her, but anything on the upper shelf is very hard to see, right? So, and yeah, I guess not bad. Could be better. Does love the blue color they use on her bunny suit though, so I think that's very nice. So maybe that's why they're angling her up with this base design. Remain to be seen whether she'll slide around or not. Backshot does look pretty lovely here though. Yeah, something just about her pose look a bit awkward. I mean, she does look pretty sexy for sure, so just wish she's in a different pose and maybe a slightly different expression. So yeah, could be better, I think. Unfortunately, this one is just a B tier for me. Then we have Takina to complete the set with Chisato, looking magic kawaii here. In terms of her expressions, I think Chisato one is better, but I do like the cross leg here. Yeah, and the seam line up her head is unfortunately doesn't look as good as Chisato. And the pose, yeah, overall is pretty comparable between the two. Backshot does look better with how the hair is painted. Yeah, expression-wise, it does look like Takina, but I think between the two, Chisato definitely have the edge here on this one. So I would say also A tier, but if I have to compare the two, slightly below the Chisato one. Then we have Ida or Eda, not sure how you pronounce her. So looks pretty lovely, first impressions. I'm a sucker for those translucent t-shirt or dress. She's holding a staff, looking pretty nice. Yeah, interesting design with the staff. Yeah, very cool looking, kind of giving you a beach vibe. Side shot showcase her melons a little bit, so that's nice. The way the hair is sculpted in the ponytail could be better. This angle does look nicer though. So far, yeah, the side view is probably the money shot for me, although the front does look very lovely and tasty too, right? Yeah, I love the slightly embarrassed expressions. Yeah, very nice close-up of her melons here, very nice. Yeah, wow, I mean, close-up of it really showcase just why you're buying this figure for. And then has more photos of her next to those bungalow beach house. Yeah, if the hair is hiding her eye, doesn't look as good when it's showing her eye, I think. Yeah, very lovely photos of her for sure. Yeah, love the little ribbon here around her hip as well. So, pretty nice. So hopefully, oh, I guess, can you take her off the base or they just got buried under the sand? I'm not sure. So you also get a postcard. So a decent figure, I would say. So B tier. Then we have Cantarella from Wandering Wave. This one a tiny kind of chibi style figure. Personally not my style of bishoujo figure. She is sitting on a chair of some sort, kind of floating around maybe. There's some background and base design, not sure if that's a card box or not, but that's all the photo we have, so pretty hard to judge. Yeah, I don't think this is a good one, so unfortunately I have to put her in the D tier. Then we have Baltimore, a model plastic kit from Planeta. So this one does look very cool looking. I love the overall design with the armor. I think we have a version of her in this samples by Outer, if not mistaken. So this one is articulate, so you can pose her in different style. Really liking the armor design here, and the paint job looks good. Love the ahoge. And with the armor design, it really fit well with the articulate figure, so it hide the joint well, so it's not as prominent and distracting. Love the blushing face here for sure. Yeah, pretty nice. Articulate figure of Baltimore, so I say B tier. Finally, we have the optional armament plot for Annalisa. So interesting, there's no optional feedback this time, but she does looks good with all the different weapons, I would say. And if not mistaken, you get different hand pieces here to go along with the weapon. So overall design, I think is a good one. So if you want to kind of fully enjoy this figure, you probably want to get this optional pack as well. Yeah, I love the telephone, kind of old school contrasting with the futuristic look. Yeah, some same photos of the other one, and it's here's her next to the other girl, and then pictures of all the parks you get. Yeah, on its own, it's hard to rate this one, so I guess we'll put her next to the other one and give the same B tier. And there you have it. This is the list of the week. Definitely pretty high up for the pop-up parade for Chisato and Takina. Going to pre-order those for sure. How about you? Comments below and let us know what you think. As always, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy my content, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. Until next time, you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.